Seems like just yesterday I was playing with the Osmo Mobile 3. So when I got this, I was kind of scratching my head like, what's going to be new about this thing? It's so recent, and there's actually a pretty big new addition, and that is the mounting. Okay, this new mounting system is game-changing. You used to have to, you know, fumble with the phone, get it in there, but get this, now the mounting is removable. This is the magnetic phone clamp. It actually has two new mounting options. The magnetic phone clamp, which I love. It also has this new magnetic sticker ring. Now, this is a more, I'd say, permanent solution because you actually have to stick it to the back of your phone. And once it's there for good. It does come with this alignment guide to help you pinpoint the perfect place to actually mount this on your phone. But as I said, once it's on there for good. You can take it off. Once you do that, the stickiness is gone. So not really for me. I'm afraid of permanent things. So I'm gonna stick with the magnetic phone clamp. And I wanna show you how easy that is. Before I do, I wanna mention that I got two phones here today. I got an iPhone, iOS, I have a Motorola Edge with Android. Both of these phones will work with the Osmo Mobile 4. Both iOS and Android are supported. With that said, let's mount one of these phones on here. In terms of mounting it, there is a sticker on the magnetic phone clamp telling you which direction you want to mount this. So you want to make sure that the phone and camera are in this direction. The sticker will tell you that. You want to make sure it's in the middle of your phone, give or take, you know? And then as soon as you're ready, just slap it on the phone like that. And we're going to turn this around. You're going to turn on the gimbal by pressing the M button. There it goes. And you are pretty much ready to shoot. I also want to mention the improved gimbal motors. So they're stronger, and that means more torque, which means better stabilization and better balance. So if, say for instance, you know, you put it on there, it's not completely balanced, but the motor's going to be able to handle that and compensate for it. So you can still get smooth footage, even if it's not perfectly balanced, the gimbal can handle it. And what that means is between the new magnetic mounting and the better motors, that means you can shoot faster. Speaking of, I kind of want to shoot with this thing, so let's go, Dave. Come on. All right, we're in the park now. Time to play with the DJI Mimo app. All the features you know and love are in here with a few new ones. We're gonna go through them one by one. Let's start with the hyperlapse. This is a cool way to show you traveling through time and space sped up. So I'm gonna use it to walk down this pathway. I'm gonna try that out right now. Here we go. Moving down the list, next thing is the dynamic zoom, AKA a dolly zoom. So there's two modes. There's one where there's a move out, so you slowly move away from your subject during shooting, so you start out close and move back. Or there's the move in, where you start out further away and then you move in, and the Mimo app takes care of the rest. The move out was pretty simple move to accomplish, very cool effect. The move in, though, was a bit more difficult to nail. Through some trial and error, I was able to figure out that you gotta start way back in order to get the desired effect. And once you do that, you're gonna get a really cool move in dynamic zoom. Both modes are gonna definitely impress your followers. It's a uniquely cinematic video shot. And of course, probably the best thing to use a gimbal for is video, and you have that option here as well. Now, depending on which phone you use, an iPhone or an Android, you are limited in your frame rate. So with the Android, you can shoot 4K, but only up to 30 frames per second. In an iPhone, you can do 4K up to 60 frames per second. Okay, moving down the line of capture modes, we're now on panorama mode. There's actually three different options for that. There's the 3x3, which is a 9-picture stitch of a much wider area up and down. And then you have the 240-degree panorama, which is a much wider field of view from left to right, really captures the scene here. So I'm gonna demo both of those right now. So the third mode is a new feature called Clone Me Panorama. So basically you can clone yourself and put yourself in an image of a panorama, almost like you're in 3 places at once. But how's that possible? I'm gonna show you right now. As soon as I press the button, it's gonna start a countdown. It's gonna show me a certain part of the frame that I have to be in for it to stitch together and match. So I'm gonna have to run really quick. Let's give it a shot. Oh, countdown starts. Get in my position. Okay, takes it, move to my next position. Get a little closer. Next one is the last one. Like this. Boom, and then it stitches together, just like that. And we got a clone. Look at me just hanging out. There I am. Beautiful. You can have a lot of fun with a feature like this. The clone Me Panorama, really cool new feature. Active Track 3.0, you have it in the DJI Mimo app. What's cool about this is that, say I don't have to worry about moving the gimbal. I want the gimbal to work for me. So I just draw a box around my subject, happens to be Dave, and then I record video, and then all I have to do is, even if I move around him, it actually moves for me. Say I stand still like this, right? And I move to this side, it stays with him, or if I move to this side, the gimbal moves with him. So the idea is that no matter where your subject is, the app is telling the gimbal where to focus the camera. And the cool thing about Active Track is that it works on humans and pets. Circling back to the M button, or the mode button, you hold it down once, you hear the beep, it's gonna turn back on. If you press it once, it's gonna bring up either the quick menu, or it'll switch between photo and video mode, depending on what you have set up in the menu. I like the quick menu mode, just like having to access all my capture modes right here, as well as the gimbal mode, whether I want it to be follow, tilt lock, all that kind of stuff. And then you just press M to get back out. If you want to change the orientation, you press it twice. I want to talk to you about standby mode. So it's pretty easy. You press the M button twice and then hold it, bum bum. Wait till you hear a beep, and then it goes into standby mode. That means the gimbal is still on, but say I wanted to take a phone call or answer a text message, I just pull it off like this, take the phone call, answer that work email. Okay, I'm ready to go again. Slap it back on. The sensors now in the gimbal itself will recognize that the phone is ready and it's on there. You double tap it again, and you're ready to shoot. And just like the OM3, it does have a slow power down mode. So when you power it down, the gimbal just doesn't go limp and the phone goes flying. You just press it, hold it down, turns off, and gives you the phone in a nice convenient place. You pull it right off, and you're ready to just go do something else. Another cool feature is the spin mode. So you go into gimbal modes and you select spin mode. Now what that does is tells the joystick to actually spin rather than pan. So if I move left, it's gonna spin left. And if I move right, it's gonna spin right. Now, if you use this correctly, you can pull off some nice looking Inception type cinematic shots. The battery is internal, you can't take it out, and you have to charge it via the USB-C connection right here. A cable does come in the package. Not sure how long it's gonna last. We're gonna use it all day today and see what battery life we have left. In terms of charging, it charged pretty quick. I charged it up last night, and within, I don't know, a couple hours, I felt like it was ready to go. So pretty fast charge, and we'll see how long it lasts us today. Big fan of this. The magnetic phone clamp options for mounting are game-changing. Whether you use the phone clamp or the magnetic ring holder, both are perfect, very sleek and elegant and minimal design. You can just put it on the phone. If you don't want to use it, you just take it off, slide it back in there. You don't ever miss a shot because it's just, you're ready to use it, you unfold it and you slap it back on there, you're ready to shoot. And the capture modes are in there, all the modes you love, 4K video, telephoto, panorama, even now a new clone Me Panorama, which might have been my favorite. The new dynamic zoom gives you that cool cinematic dolly zoom look. You have the spin mode for your inception type shots. Just a cool variety of options for content acquisition. When you add up the speed of a setup, the ease of use, combine that with the awesome and cool fun results of capturing media with Mimo app, what you get is energy. It gives you energy to want to go shoot and use this thing. It's almost like magnetic energy. Jake with B&H, just keep rolling.